Oh, what's going on, everyone? This is Dark Sky. And what if you could build your own factory from scratch? Today, we're diving into Assemblands, a game that promises to change the way we think about factory games. A big thanks goes out to TAFUSoft for early access to this game. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more exclusive gameplay. And so right now, this game is it's like a factory type game, and we get into this. You don't make your parts as you would as if you were grabbing iron and copper and all that. What we would be doing is that we buy the parts, we put the parts together, we package them up, we send them out, we make money, and then we try to be the strongest company on the planet. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's get started. So first off, what we're going to do here is we need to make our company name. So I'm going to just call it Dark Sky Game, and then I would call it DSG. No, okay, I'll just call it CDG, and then we can go with a different logo style, like what kind of logo style here, how we want our name to look like for our factory and whatnot. And so I'm thinking, let's see here. Let's just flip through a couple of these and see which ones we got. If we got any like ones that really just stand out, pop out at us, whatnot. I kind of like that one. That's kind of nice. All right, let's go with that. And then we need to get our company's factories. So we're going to scroll down here quite a ways until we get down to the United States. All right, so here we are. We got the United States. So we'll click on that. We got the United States. Now we're going to go out here. We're going to place our factory. So we have these different land masses that we can choose from. And we can spin around here. See the one that's underneath this thing here. Choose the island where you want to create your factory. Press enter to land on it. All right, so decide which one we want to do. We got some 700 factories, so might be a little bit tough on those. Maybe find some that are like a little bit less. We got a 523, 523, and a 524. See, Nanotland, Hexaland, Constland. Let's go with Hexaland. I like that. It's a nice name. Nice looking island too. So we can choose to like put our place here, or we can just scroll out and come up here and say we want our factory to be in a different location. I guess it doesn't really matter where you put it. Maybe this island might be nice. Yeah, it looks like a couple other people are out here too, you know, sharing the wealth. So I'll just pop in right here. This looks like a pretty good spot. All right, welcome to Assemblands, a world of assembling factories. Assemblands works online and allows you to see any other company created by other players. It also allows you to check their company's website and status and much more. Start by producing and selling the cheapest products to grow up to produce more interesting products, such as headphones, smartphones, laptops, and many more. Automatize every process by unlocking new advanced machines. Join in interesting quests and world challenges available every day and play with many other players online. Make partnerships with other companies in the lands to get more advantages. What is your goal? Become the most powerful company in the world. All right, so we got that is our goal, is to become the most powerful company in the world. So we'll hit start here. Now it says, let's start with the packet D86, your company's device useful to perform any operation. Click on your company's logo at the top left corner to open it. So we're going to click on this. It's going to open this page here. This is pretty much the meat and potatoes. This is where we're going to come to get all of our information. We are currently 2,654th as probably dead last on the rank structure. We currently have 25,000 in cash. We're a level 1 factory, and this is a lot of the stuff that we've done so far, which we have done nothing because we just started. You can also go to our factory location. We don't need to because we are at our factory location. We can open the world rankings, see how that looks. And we also can create projects, but we're not currently creating anything, so we are on that. So what we need to do now, this is our home page. We can go to info. This will like give us our info, the projects, and then the partners that we're working with. And so this is going to open up to allow us to see like all the different things that we can make. These are the machines. We have packers that pack the stuff up in the boxes. We got the ovens, the machines used to solder electro items by heating them. We got the generators are the first step used to generate the primary items. And then we have the conveyors, the way to get stuff around. And as we level, we are able to start unlocking more stuff down the way. So we have, we keep going. You can see what the price of them are, and you can also get more of information on them. The belts here are 60 items per minute currently. We can get better belts as we move along. Input, output, 3-to-1. Cost is 1 power. We don't have any at the moment. Generators are 60. Ovens are 20. Packers are 60 items per minute. So, and the ovens, they have a quality percentage. So at 84%. Now I'll get into that more, how that works out. Also, the packers also have that. So we have to, just kind of keep an eye on that. Now we have items. These are like the stuff that we're going to be buying and selling and stuff like that. We're going to package these up. We're going to send them out. The drones are going to pick them up. They're going to sell them. We're going to make our money. Now, here's our blueprints. Kind of tells us how we go about making these things. So we got our microcontroller PCB right here. And our electronic parts, we put those together inside of an oven. And then once these are made, they turn into a controller. The controller is going to go up here. We have the controller with a cardboard box, goes into a packer, it gets packed, and then it gets sent out to the bay for the drones to pick up and go sell. As we level up, we can continue going down here where there's all kinds of new stuff to build, and it gets more complicated as we go down. So our factories just grow bigger and bigger every time. So we got a lot of things going on there. So that's it's pretty interesting. And then here's where we buy all the parts and everything like that. Now you can also click this little bar here, or the little star here, and then that way when you buy parts, a certain amount of parts, you buy it for all the different blueprints that you're doing on all of your different stations all at once, instead of having to go through and click each one separately. So that's pretty nice. All right, so what does it want us to do next? It wants us, let's make your first product, the microcontroller. We need some machines and items to start. Note that the items marked with this are generated by a generator machine. Click the Market tab to buy the needed machines. All right, so we go in here, we go into Market. And it says to make the microcontroller product, we need 3 generators. So we're going to go to generators here, and we're going to get 3. So buy those 3, which will generate the primary items. We also need 5 conveyor belts. I'm going to go a little bit more because, there's chances that we're going to be using a lot of those. And then we need 1 oven. So we'll buy 1 oven. And then we need 1 packer. All right, now that we have all those pieces, now we're going to set those down. All right, so let's place them in the factory. Select the machine from your inventory on the right, which is right here. And click on the highlighted spots to rotate it, following the arrow and directions. Okay, so we got first is a generator here. So let's take this generator, and we're going to put that one right here. You can see that the arrows go either way, so that's good. As long as they are pointed in the way that we need them to go. So we want to put that down, so we're going to hit this button here. These buttons here is a way for you to turn it, or you can just use the keys on the keyboard to turn it in the directions that you need. But we're just going to place that one down there, and place that one there, and we're going to place one here. And then we're going to go here to conveyor belts. We're going to move this around. hit the R button until we get it to the right direction. And we'll place it down and turn that one there. There we go. Let's see. Hit this one. Put that one down. And we're going to put this one down there. There we go. And there we go. All right. So we got those all down. Now what we need to do is we need to set down the oven. The oven goes in three different directions. You got this way coming in, this way coming in, and then you got your outtake going out. So what we want to do is we got this properly turned so that it's all going in, one's going out, exactly what we need. So we want to put that down. And then on this one here, this is our packer. So the stuff from the oven is going in here. We have the cardboard is coming in here, it gets packaged up, and then it gets sent down the road. All right, so we got that. All the machines are correctly placed. Now by clicking on each place generator and on settings icon, it is possible to select a desired output item. So we're going to click on this one here and click on generator. We want to click on cardboard for this one. This one here, we want it to set this one up, and it says click on the highlighted machine and then settings icon and select electronic parts. So we can type in electronic parts and we get electronic parts there. And then we want to click on this one here, and on this one here, we want to look for microcontroller PSB. So micro, there we go, right there. Now let's plug that in. Now let's reach your Pocket D86 again and open the Blueprints tab. Click on the company's logo in the top left corner to open it, and then click on the Blueprints tab. Now we can click on this one up here on the logo, or we can just hit tab and it's the same thing. And then we're just going to go to Blueprints. To make the generators able to generate, we have to buy needed items. The fast way to buy all the required items is by clicking on the Buy Parts button. Click on Buy Parts button next to the microcontroller to buy the needed primary items. All right, so we want to go up here and we hit Buy Parts. And let's see, let's do 200. So we'll do 200. Awesome. If everything is placed and controlled correctly, packaged products will come out from the packer machine. You did it. Now you're ready to make your company the most powerful in the world. By selling products, you will earn money, rank, level up, and produce new products and gain higher and higher profit. Good luck with your new business. So what we have up here, we have our levels set up. Congratulations, you completed the tutorial, start selling products. Okay, good. All right, so this here is like, if you need any information or like you don't know how to like really do anything, you're like, you just need some more information on certain areas, you can come to this location and you can get kind of an like overview of what's going on. But like I was saying up here, up top, we have, it says level 1. And as we produce more of these items, get these items out, you see them, it's filling up the box right here and the right up there. And once it gets full up, then it's going to get packaged up, and then the forklift takes it and it's going to take it out here where the drone picks it up and takes it away for it to get sold. So, and then that's how we make our money. Now, as we make more product and we make more money, we get to level 2 where we can start unlocking even more different blueprints and whatnot. So what I'm thinking, what I want to do here is I want to take, let's see, we got this cardboard machine. Now this oven, see, this oven only does like 20 units per minute. So if we can start kind of producing that a little bit faster, I'm thinking let's go in here into items, and in oven, I want to buy, let's buy one more of those. All right. And so now what I want to do is, since these have like 2 outlets, let's see if we can't turn this. Let's see how we do this. So I want to click this and let's move this over here. Okay, so I have it kind of nicely set up here. I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the microprocessor PSCB come in on this side. On this side here, I'm going to have the the electronic unit, electronic parts. I'll have set there on that side. And then over here, we got the microprocessor. On this side here, I'm going to put in the electronic parts again. So then we have these two are making their stuff here coming out. And then what I want to do is I want to take this one here, and I'm going to, I need to make some more of these conveyor belts. So let's grab 11 more of these bad boys. We're going to put these down here. I think like right here, just hit the R, get that switched. And then we're going to hit R on this and have that go there. And then I want this one here, just switch onto that one. There we go. So these are doing at 60 per minute. So that should be able to keep up with this. That means that this one here is doing 20. This one's also doing 20. I think what I want to do is I want to maybe even set up another set. So let's grab this, and then we can set this to copy. And we're going to move this out to right here. And I'm going to set that down. Now it's saying that I don't have all the parts. It's going to, do you want to buy the missing parts? It's going to cost me $385. I have 20 grand. So yeah, that should be good. Let's get that. And then we need to set up the belts here. We're going to have the belt coming out here. And then we need to buy a couple more belts. So let's go back in here, buy 10 more of these. And then we're going to bring these all the way through. There we go. Put those down. There we go. All right. So now we have all these are going through. This is creating 60 per minute. I'm thinking what I want to do is I would like to kind of dupe up on this a little bit. So let's grab all this all the way down here. We're going to take this right there, and we are going to hit move. We're going to move this right here on the end. Actually, I'll put it right there. That's a good spot. Let's put it right there. There we go. So now we have that. Now what I can do is, you know, it looks like we're at 22%. Wouldn't mind seeing if we can't bump this up a little bit more. So we're going to take this, and we're going to copy this. And put a copy there, and we're going to just take this guy right here. We're going to just pop him in right here. There we go. Now it says it's going to cost me another 2 grand. That sounds great. Let's do that. So now we have all these machines here. They're all creating all these different things, and they're all going off to here. It doesn't look like we have enough parts to be able to make all the stuff here. So we need to go up here to our market, and we want to go to blueprints, and we want to buy parts. And I'm thinking, let's do 400. There we go. So now we got parts all going out. Everything's being made. They're getting out here. It just means that stuff's happening a little bit faster. Now, these little belts are off to the side is when, say, something is not packaged right, or maybe something didn't solder correctly. It's going to go on here, and it's going to use the disassembling machine to take the parts apart and then put them back into these machines for them to properly do. Now, for this beginning area here, we won't have that problem. Everything should be all straight and hunky-dory and everything, so we'd be good to go. Now, the other thing is if we scroll out a little bit here, you'll see that we have like all these solar panels up here. Now, these solar panels, they really play a part as far as how much power we're doing and everything, how much we're producing. So we can scroll in a little bit here, and you should see on right here, there we go, power management. Click open. Now you're going to see like the bars moving. You can kind of see it a little bit right behind the red. There's like some green in there and stuff like that. So that's our production. Here's how much we're consuming. Our total capacity is 10,000 power. Our current energy is at 9,900. So we're hardly using any right now. So, but if you ever get to a point where we start losing power, we're going to need to come back here, kind of look to see what it is, and possibly think about even adding in even more solar panels on top of the roofs here to create more power for ourselves. So yeah, we got quite a bit. Now we got this whole entire factory floor here. We can make all kinds of factories until we're, blue in the face. Every once in a while, there's going to be little monthly things that are going to pop up here. It could even be weekly or daily. And if you get into those, there's a chance that you can increase your rank and whatnot. So there's that. That really is super neat because you can make a lot of money through that. Also, you can see up here that I'm at 16,570. Every once in a while, when the package goes off, you see another 250 comes in there. So I'm slowly making money back. And I get a +1 rank to everyone. So I get, for a package, is usually 10. So I get another +10 to my rank. So that increases my rank. And as I get higher, I show up on the scoreboard. And up here, we can go to this little bell if we ended up missing like a notification or something like that. We click on this notification. It says, congratulations, sold your first 100 products. Buy parts again and continue to produce to level up. Congratulations, completed the tutorial. So we can buy parts, we can do guide and all that. So we are just about to hit rank 2 or level 2 here in a second. So that's pretty sweet. There we go. Congratulations. You've leveled to level 2. Continue like this. So we can see what's new. And so it says with your current level 2, you've access to 4 new items: plastic sheet stack, USB drive PCB, USB drive molder, boxed USB drive, 4 new machines, a filter arm, assembler, a transformer, and a disassembler. Now, this is where the disassembling comes into fact, where you can have like stuff that comes through that's not quite right, that gets kicked out, and then you have to disassemble it. We also get 1 new blueprint, boxed USB drive. So we can, let's check out our new blueprints. What do we got? So this is it right here, boxed USB drive. You can see our blueprint. So we have to take for us to make it this USB driver, we have to take a USB drive PCB with electronic parts, put it into an oven, and then we make a USB drive body by getting plastic sheet stacks and a USB drive molder, and we put those together in a transformer. Then we take these two here and we put them into a USB drive body with the USB drive driver and into the assembler, and we get our USB drive. Once we get our USB drive, we take the USB drive, we put it into a packer with some cardboard. It becomes a boxed USB drive, and it goes out to be sold. Now you can see up here for us to sell, it says to sell, we get $32 per unit. We get +1 rank for every one that goes out. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty neat. So that's how we are going to go about doing this. So what we can do is, it looks like that for us to do this, we need probably an oven, a transformer, an assembler, and a packer. So we're going to go to Marketplace here. So we're going to need an assembler. Buy one of those, a transformer. Probably not a disassembler at the moment. We're going to need a packer. And we're going to need an oven. And I think we're going to need a generators too. Probably a couple of those. Let's get a couple of those going. And of course, we're going to need some conveyor belts. Let's make up a couple of those. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to take this. We're going to take this next location over here. And let's see if we can't build something up in this this location. So we got a bunch of different stuff. Now, what we can do is we can look back at our blueprint and kind of give an idea what we need to do. So we need to take a USB drive PCB and electronic parts and put it into an oven. So let's do that. Let's set up the oven first. So we have an oven right here. We're going to put the oven. Let's put the oven out here a little bit so we can kind of work with it. And I want to turn that around. So it's like that. And then I want to bring in a, let's see, we're going to need a generator. So we could put a generator here. And then we're going to put another generator there. Okay. So this one here, this generator is going to make up, see, we're going to make up as a USB, right? All right. And then what is the other thing we need? We need USB drive, PCB, and we need electronic parts. So let's put up the electronic parts over here. All right. And then we need to set up the, whoops, we need those. Need to set up this here. Let's see. So put one of those down there and one right here. Okay, so we have these two here. Now these two are going to be process in, and then they're going to make that USB part. Now the next part we need to make is the USB drive body. So I'm thinking if we take the plastic sheet, so we're going to need a transformer. So we're going to go here to transformer. Let's put the transformer out here. And I'll switch it that direction there. And then we're going to need to get a couple of generators. So we need a generator right here. And we're going to need one right there. All right. So on this now, we need plastic sheets and the molders. So we're going to go in here and we want plastic. All right, so we got plastic sheets there. And on this one here, we're going to need the molders. Desktop, 3D, drone, gamepad, game station. There's a lot of molders. Let's see here. USB drive molder. There we go. Let's get that one. That's right. Yeah, USB drive molder, plastic sheet stack. All right, we put both of those into there. So we just need to set up the conveyor belt. Conveyor belt goes there and there. All right, so we have those two now. Now we have to take these two here, and according to this, we take the USB drive and we take the driver and we put it into an assembler. So I'm thinking, what if we took, so we put that there, and then we take the assembler and say put the assembler like right here. Maybe right there. Yeah, maybe right there. Have that set up there, and then we take the belts and set that up like that and that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So that all goes into the assembler now. Now, let me see here. Oops, I turned my screen. All right, so then after it goes to assembler, then it goes to the packer. So then all we have to do is take the drives out of here. We'll bring it down the line. So I'm going to need this and bring this down. About right there. That looks good. And then I'm going to need the packer right here. So we'll set the packer up there. That'd be good. And now I can redo this so I have 3 machines, and I'll bring all these down at once and have them go through. That'll be good. And then let me see here. Let's put one more out here. And then I want to take this whole thing and let's put that like right there. There we go. Now we're golden. We got this all like pretty much set up. Looks pretty nice. This is pretty much stopped. We don't have anything more going on here. So what we can do is we can go into here, and you can see that we have a star here. So we click the star there. We click the star here, and then we can click up here. So buy all the parts of your favorite blueprints in one click. So we can click that. It looks like for 800 parts, it's going to be about 4,500. So if I up that by that, after purchases, your money will be at 10,000. Let's see, let's do 300 buy parts. Yeah, let's do that. And there we go. Let's see what we're doing. So now these are all pumping out. We got those, and we can go over here. We can see that these are working away. These are transforming. Boy, they're tiny. You can't even hardly see them on the belt. Oh, so I forgot something on this. We need a packer. I forgot about that. All right, so let's go into market here. I want to do a packer. Let's buy one of those. All right, so there we go. We got stuff pumping out now. We got the right stuff in there. Everything's happening. As we are producing stuff here, you'll start seeing stuff coming out on these side belts. It means that they weren't, they didn't fit the production right. When these side belts fill up, then everything on this belt back here, this assembly, is all going to stop, and then we'll have to, get working. See, now we got one out here that just came out. Probably get one here coming out on the other side here pretty soon, but yeah, we're definitely making some good money. We're up to about 11 grand. You can see we're at about 2% towards level 3, so we are moving right along. I wouldn't mind like getting this going. This seems to be kind of our money maker right now. It's not a lot. I think we're only making like $5 per unit, so it's not too bad, but it's not the greatest. We could work on getting more. I'm thinking I want to do is kind of expand this out a little bit. Maybe we can see if we can't get more going on. Now, it looks like that we are starting to get stuff out here on the December. So what we can do is, if we don't understand how the recycling system works, you can see right here, delivery stations may get stuck because there are some products that get rejected by the quality check phase. This happens due to the quality work of the machine that you're using in your production line. By upgrading to S200 machines, this problem will be less frequent. So to solve this issue, it is possible to create a recycling system. To do so, copy your current production line except the generators. Okay, so we want these here, and then we want that there, huh? Okay. So once we get that out, the generators are not needed for recycling systems because you're not going to use the rejected items. You're going to use the rejected items instead. All right. So create a path of conveyor belts that goes around the production line. This is needed for the filter arms. Filter arms are machines able to pick the items that we want from the conveyor belt. In this production line, they are actually going to replace the generators. All right, so they're going to pick up the things. We're going to tell them, we want only selected items from the different things. Once it gets disassembled, it'll put all the parts onto that belt. It'll go around and it'll put the right items onto the belt and stuff like that. Each filter arm have to be configured just like generators. You can do it by clicking on it, setting the settings icon. All right, so we go in the settings icon, and then we can change to like what it's going to be put there, and select the desired item that you want to be picked up by the filter arm. All right, that makes sense. This must follow the same setup of your current production line. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have this come out and it goes into this, and then it goes into the belt. Okay, I get it. Now you have to input the rejected items into the recycler system. But first, each product have to be disassembled. You can do this so by placing a disassembler machine. That's it. Finish the recycle system by placing the conveyor belts, which will move the items into the delivery station. Now, every time a product gets rejected, it will automatically be recycled. So we're going to have to like take this and copy this process twice so that we can have something for this side and something for this side, unless we were to take this to the rejected on this side and then just link it into the belt, which I guess we could fairly well do that. And then we don't have to redo all this over again. So that's not too bad. And then if you want to, you can have a video played for you to kind of show you how that all works, how that comes about. So what we have here is we have these here. So we wanted to like, it's saying to take these here. It's kind of hard not to copy that stuff. So if we take these here and we exit, let's see, copy that and then move this over here. I guess I could do it like that right there. Place that down, continue. Now I want to take these out. So I want to take that one out, take that out, and that out, and this out. Okay, so now that we have that there, now we're going to want to get a belt. Conveyor belt. Let's buy a couple of those. Okay, so that looks a little bit better there. Okay, so then this goes into the cardboard. This one here is where these two machines connect these two pieces, and then that goes. Okay, all right, that should work. All right, so now that we got that, let's get this here. So what we need to do is we need to get ourselves a disassembler. So we got the disassembler here. We want to put this in like right about here, I guess. Like that. So let's get the belts here. We're going to move those there. And then we're going to take these and put that there. There we go. Is that pull from that other side too? No, just one side. At least we got that going now, so that's good. Now we just need to get the filter arms. So we're going to want to put one filter arm like right here. All right, so this one here, let's see. So this is a transformer. The transformer, we need to go into our blueprints and look down here. So the transformer one is going to be plastic sheets and drive molders. So we want this guy here to be the USB drive molders. There we go. We want that one to be drive molders. This one here, or wait. Yeah, that's drive molders. And then this one here is going to be the plastic sheets. So we want this one here, plastic. And so this filter here, filtering arm, is going to be cardboard. And then on this one here, oh, we want the USB drive PCB and electronic parts. So this one here would be the PCB. And then this one here is going to be the, wait, this one will be the electronic parts. Okay, so that should be doing pretty good there then, right? Yep, so there it is. It's going and doing its thing. But we're at 32%. We're doing much better now. We're getting some money coming in. There was a lot that was getting spit out there, but we seem to kind of got that taken care of. We're up to about 13,000. So we're not doing too bad. We got two factories here. We're doing the disassembling, getting that done. And things are coming back together. So, yeah, we're doing all right. I think we're doing great. But I want to thank everybody for coming along and joining me on this adventure. I also want to thank Taffy Soft for allowing us our channel to have the early access to this game. Thank you very much. I want to thank Dark Sky channel members for the support. Also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that like if you've been enjoying this series so far. Don't forget that I stream on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you don't want to miss out on that. and we will see you on the next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.